Hey guys, so this is quite a different video compared to all my others, which, speaking of, I've been putting out a lot of videos, but that's not what we're talking about today. What we're talking about today is my animation progress, or process, as I should say. Now, what I'm going to be showing you is what I make for videos, which is screencast, and the two things I use for animating. Now, let's get on to the first website. The first website I use is Scratch, and I use this for videos, and I'll explain why I don't use my other animation website. So, Scratch is a website for newbie animation creators, and this is basically what I learned. At the end I'll talk about this. This is the website I basically use for my basic animations. It works like this. That's a project I'm working on. You click on new project, and you start out with this kind of layout. It's super easy to use. It's great. I use it for a lot of my things, especially Food Friends Show. This is the website I use. Now, I'm doing all this with a tablet, but I usually don't use a tablet. Hello. Now, it's super easy to do animations with this, as all you have to do is just click duplicate. The only flaw with this is there's no onion skin, so you have to kind of makeshift your own onion skin. What I do is I turn everything red, and I redraw, kind of like how I normally use onion skin. I'm going to animate this guy. And see? You just get it, use the bucket tool, and this is basically the eraser tool. They have another one, but I use the bucket for my eraser tool. And you click that for just transparent clicking. So, see how that kind of worked? That gives me a very short animation. Now, all this is based off of block kind of coding. So, to code your animation, you get when green flag is clicked, or that basically starts your animation. And you put all the animation properties, which basically tells your animation what to do. If I were to animate a person walking, for example, you'd want it to be a very fluent animation. So I'm going to animate a person walking quickly. So it's very simple. All you have to do is just redraw, redraw, redraw. That's basically how any animation on any software would work. Super easy, and if you like seeing animations and you want to learn, this is probably going to be your best bet for learning. Scratch is what I use to learn, and it's also a video game making platform. So see what I kind of did? This is the pass off kind of position, but let's not do that right now. Okay, so what we're going to do is just animate that little guy dancing. Now, it's going to be, instead of frames per second, we just do, I need to find a good word. Intervals? No, that wouldn't be the time between each frame. That's a good word. So, I want it to be half a second. You would use decimals. You wouldn't put half a second, you just put .3 or whatever. See? He's starting to dance now. You can color in the background, which is this. You can color it in, add a little happy guy. Or you could choose, you can upload. You can upload something, or you could choose from the backdrops they have. So I like this picture, and you can use that. I'm going to use that picture for the rest of this project. And you're done. basically with your short animation. Now, how I animate my Food Friends episode is, I'll set it to the first frame, which will always be narrator, and that'll be custom 1 or frame 1. So to get a better understanding, you can rename it to frame 1. Now, we always want to start on our frame 1, or whatever frame you want your starting position to be. Ooh, excuse me. So you start in frame 1, and what I do for each frame is I will get this block when space key press. So I'll start, press the green flag, oh do 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 do, welcome to the show, bloop 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 bloop, and I'll press space and that'll take me to the next frame and that'll show what the show's about and all that. That's how I animate it. I use screencast and it's super easy. This is the second program I use. I've been working on this animation for pretty long, like a long time. And this is Toon Boom 8.0, and I use this for practice. You would think why you're using this for practice. It's because since it's 8.0, I can't upload it anywhere physically without downloading some sort of malware, which I'm not going to get on my computer. So I basically use this for practice, and I'm going to keep using it for practice until I can figure out a safe way to convert it to MP4. Now, I just got this program, but I kind of know a little bit about it. So this is your timeline. This shows where all the frames are. And luckily this has onion skin, so I don't have to do what I did with Scratch. So this is your timeline, I already said that. And to go through the frames, you click on this little red thing and you move it however you like. So I'm going to save this. Doo-dee-doo. Now, and I'm going to make a new file. So you're going to start out with this. So your name, your format. I usually don't really touch this, but this would probably help. This is probably what I'm supposed to be doing. Whatever. I'll look into that later. Your camera size, or basically how big your canvas or your drawing area is going to be, and your frame rate. I tend to stick with the 12 frames per second or any range like that. So we're going to name this lesson. Okay. So I have this completely new slate, easy to work with. You enlarge the canvas for a better vision. And right here you can choose your brush size. I tend to stick with a 39 range because that gives me nice thick lines. And since this is the pen tool, it will get larger, as you see. If I were to set the maximum size to 100 and the minimum size to 0, you could get nice strokes like that. But I never do that because I just don't like that format. And this gives me a nicer, easier, smoother looking lines. So I'm going to just draw the smiley face. This is our starting frame, and as I mentioned earlier, this red thing will basically move you through the frames. So to make a new frame, you grab the red thing and you put it one over. See? Then you can redraw. Then you have your next frame. And you keep doing that until you have a nice animation. So I'm just going to make this smoother looking animation. I like this tool a lot better than Scratch. And the only thing that's keeping me back from using this is one, the recording software I use currently, Screencast, which doesn't let me use computer audio and has a watermark. And 2, I can't even upload it without a special recording software. So I can't even upload it because the file type it uses is unknown, really. The only things that'll let you is like .mov, MP4, stuff like that. I can't use that. So here's my animation. Super smooth, and I highly recommend Toon Boom. I have an older version since I tried the newer version a little while ago. It was confusing, the tools were hard, and it was just altogether just hard to learn about. So, but with 8.0 or 8.0 or whatever you would choose to say, it has a nice colorful layout. It's easy. You can import audio. So I'll put an audio. This is 3 seconds long. See? It's easy to use, easy to learn, and it's in general just a nice animation program. Thanks for watching and listening to me ramble on about animation projects. And the things I used in this video or to go over what I said is, I use 2 computer programs. I use ToonBoom 8.0, 8.0, and Scratch.net edu, or however you choose to say that. A thing I didn't mention in the video, I do use MS Paint for pixel animations, but that's it. I never really use MS Paint. Or if I need to create a short doodle for a video. Scratch I use for making videos. Toon Boom I use for practice. MS Paint for pixel icons. And easy. Most of these things are very easy. Toon Boom is fairly easy, but you might want to start Scratch first. And that's about it. Thanks for watching, and make sure you leave a like and a favorite, or whatever the heck you people choose to do. And yeah, bye.